Welcome to New Carrollton, Maryland, where this middle school has beautiful basketball courts, baseball fields, and soccer fields. But the one thing that needs attention is this gazebo that's on the other side of the school. The paint is wearing off and needs to be sanded and painted. The roof needs to be patched up or either replaced. The landscape needs to be spruced up and brought back to life. So let's get ready for stage number 1 of this project by adding some color to make it pop. Welcome to Extreme School Makeovers. Hello, welcome to another episode of Extreme School Makeovers. Yes, this is a new episode and we're back at it. But one thing I want to say is before I get started, thank you to everyone who reached out. Thank you to everyone who reached out, checking on me, checking on when new content was coming out, sending out, messages about what was going on with their schools and their cities and states, calling in and giving me ideas on how to maybe get youth involved and other people involved in certain things. And we taking all of that in consideration. It's very much appreciated. And we're working certain things out, with certain people right now as we speak. And I just want to say thank you. All right. It's just that, when I was out there, I was, doing it by myself, and this and that or whatever. But, you'll keep the ball rolling as you proceed when you're just doing, But when you're trying to get people involved and certain entities involved and stuff like that to make it, a real big thing and stuff like that, it has a tendency to slow down because, you're waiting on people to give you information. You're waiting on people to do certain things. You're waiting for people to make up their mind what they want to do and stuff like that. And the one thing I came to grips with is I got to keep moving. I know, previously in the other video I said, I wasn't, going back out there, by myself and stuff like that. But I'm going to go out there and we're going to go ahead and get it done. But if you see me out there, it's, nothing strenuous. It's just me going and doing my due diligence to keep these schools together. All right. When you see something strenuous like tall grass and, edging and all of that stuff and this and that, yes, somebody will be with me. I don't know who, but somebody will be with me, So, yes, we're back at it and we're going to get the ball rolling. There are other things with these schools that can be done, whether it's on the inside, outside, whatever the case may be. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to pursue that. And we're going to keep Extreme School Makeovers going. So I want to say thank you to everyone who reached out. I want to say thank you to everyone who has been patient, with, this whole process and stuff like that. It's just that, trying to get people involved can just be time consuming and sometimes it can be a pain, but, we just got to keep the ball rolling. And when God sees fit to insert certain people and certain things in this, we're just going to keep the ball rolling and we're going to be patient. All glory to be to God when it's time and when the time is right to make this a big global thing. Okay. So with that being said, we're back for a new season. Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed the video. And as always, grab your cold cup grapes and your cherry Coke Slurpee. I'll see you in a minute. Love you.
What's up? Your energy is what we need. Yeah.
Sanding outdoor wood is one of the most important steps you may take. Why, you might say? Because sanding smooths out rough surfaces, remove old paint and stains, and open up the wood grain so the new paint can really stick. Without sanding, the paint is more likely to peel, crack, or bubble up from moisture trapped underneath. Sanding also helps you spot damage like splinters, rot, or warping that needs fixing before sealing it in. In short, it's the key to a longer lasting, better looking finish that can stand up to the elements. So take the time to sand. It's the prep that protects your project. All right, I did a light sanding to the gazebo. I did it by hand because there are no electrical ports out here. So I got my sander in my truck, but there are no electrical ports out here, and the gazebo is too far away from the school. Okay, so I did a light sanding by hand, and now I'm about to go ahead and put the exterior paint down. They wanted a green color because it's their school colors, and they wanted to keep it their school colors, but the colors that they had was like a forest green, so it was like a deep green color or something like that. But I think what'll be better is if we give them a green that's gonna pop. Okay, and what's gonna pop is this green right here. Painting with bright colors in outdoor spaces is more than just decoration. It's a form of expression that transforms entire communities. When we add bold, vibrant colors to gazebos, parks, walls, or even playgrounds, we breathe life into dull spaces and create an environment that inspires joy, creativity, and connection. Bright colors lift moods, spark curiosity, and make people feel welcome. They also tell a story, reflecting the culture, energy, and the spirit of the people who live there. Whether it's a mural, a bench, or a raised planter bed, a splash of color can turn the ordinary into something extraordinary. So let's keep painting the schools brighter, one school at a time. Love you. All right, so went ahead and finished the trim on the inside. Now I'm about to do the fence railings. We did that in that trim in the green. Now we're gonna do the fence trimming in the white. Let me show you. So all of this is done in the green, all the way around. It's done in the green. We did the benches in the green, all the way around. So now we're about to do the flax in a white. We're about to do the railings, the trim in a white. Okay? We're almost there. Painting outdoor spaces white can be a powerful design choice. White reflects sunlight, helping to keep surfaces and reduce heat absorption, especially important in warmer climates. It creates a sense of openness, brightness, and cleanliness, making spaces feel larger and more inviting. Whether it's walls, benches, or fences, white offers a timeless, modern look that pairs well with greenery and natural elements. It also acts as a neutral backdrop, allowing colorful plants, mulch, or artwork to truly pop. So when we choose white for outdoor spaces, we're not just making things look good, we're making them feel cooler, fresher, and more welcoming. But we must keep it clean. Love you. All right. So one thing I did was, and I didn't put it on video, was I taped off some of the areas so I won't get paint on the paint that's already been painted. So I got, they're taped off so that the white paint won't get on the green paint and things of that nature, so we can make it look neat for when they come sit up and down or up under here. Let me show you. So over here, see how I got it taped all the way off here on the inside, and I got it taped off on the outside as well. All right, I got it taped off on the outside same way. You see it right there and over there and over here. Okay, so reason why, I just don't want, I just wanted to make it look neat as possible. I'm not a professional painter or nothing like that. This is just something to get them by until they can get, the actual professional painter. My profession is lawn care landscaping. But we do what we can to make it look presentable until they can get, to where they want to go. All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to it. Love you. So up here, how the slacks are missing up the top, but all of the rest is in there. But it was just some, I guess from the windstorms or whatever the case may be, it was just some slacks that came off, and they're just looking to replace the open areas. All right, so when you see before and after photos, if you see that, you know, that looks kind of messed up, hey, that's why. So if it's not, you know, too expensive, I may just go ahead and do it myself, just to replace what's missing, and so they'll have a good place to sit. All right, back to work. See you in a minute. Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Extreme School Makeovers. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're watching this, that means you stayed to the end. Yes, you stayed to the end, and I very much appreciate it, and this and that. So, yes, be on the lookout. Having a new content for you next week. Yes, next week we will have new content for you all. And like I said, we're here to stay. We're going to keep pressing forward. And when God sees fit to insert people into this and making it a real big thing, then we will proceed when that time comes. But it's all on God's timing. Okay? So be on the lookout for another episode of Stream School Makeovers next week. And leave a comment below and let me know what other things, whether it be on the inside or the outside, do you think that could be done to help out the schools? As you previously you seen me do things on the outside. What are other things on the outside that you may want to see done or you think needs to be done? What on the inside that you think, you know, needs to be done? Or what do you think as a whole for the schools to need to be done? Okay? So, yeah, leave a comment below. I'm interested in seeing it because I want to implement new things and new ideas for this upcoming season. Okay? So, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next week. This is Raglan Powell Jr., your neighborhood hero. Love you. Oh, stay tuned for the before and afters. I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, bye-bye.